Well, Lindsay surprised everyone on night one with her pregnancy announcement. Amanda, you immediately started crying and you said you knew it. What were the signs that you picked up on beforehand?
I'm pregnant.
Wait, I feel like I just became an aunt.
It's not that size though, right?
Congratulations.
She wasn't drinking. Yeah. She was literally grabbing glasses of wine and pretending to sip and putting it down and then grabbing another full glass of wine and pretending to drink. Because we were at 2 weddings with her.
Yeah, two international weddings where, everyone's there for like a 3-day affair. It's very easy to kind of pick up whether someone's drinking or not. And
it wasn't super obvious, but there were a few times where she literally had a full glass of wine in front of her, and then they'd come around with a tray and she'd pick up another glass and put it up to her lips. And I was like, you didn't even finish the last one.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to ask any questions because, not my place. You don't, have to tell anyone anything. But yeah, so when she confirmed it, yeah, I was very emotional about it. I wasn't like, yes, I got it right. Yeah. It was just, it was a shock. And I actually met baby Gemma recently too and also cried.
Well, I would too. Babies just have that effect.
I know.
Well, Kyle, you and Jesse both looked a little shocked and maybe worried by Lindsay's announcement. As we know, she immediately posted the news, so I don't know if Carl found out through social media or, I don't know if you reached out to him before he came to the house. And how did that conversation go if you did?
Yeah, I think if I was shocked, it was more just like the timeline of events that led up to the announcement. It was like one of the most iconic Lindsay moments of all time, just in terms of how she went about it. But I don't believe Carl and Lindsay are following one another. Mm-hmm. But I did know that plenty of people kind of let Carl know.
What's going on?
Nervous about seeing her.
Sure.
I don't know how to operate there.
There's
honestly.
certainly no guidebook in doing this, okay? So the fact that you're feeling confused is completely natural.
It's normal.
Yeah. You know how many texts I've gotten in the last 24 hours? I mean, it's pretty funny, actually, reading what people say. She's been pregnant for the last 6 months and hiding it from the world because she knows how crazy it would look if everybody knew she was pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Carl's made fully aware of everything that Lindsay posts. He can't escape it. There's someone always sending something to him, the poor guy.
Yeah. So I think for him, and you probably saw it towards the end of the first episode, I think for him it was just, he's kind of walking on eggshells because there's just a lot of pent-up anxiety as to, what's this summer going to look like and feel like.
Well, yeah, when they left the house, they were engaged, and then walking back into the house, his ex-fiancée is pregnant with someone else's baby, and he's single, and that's just very different.
It's an awkward situation.
Yeah, but they both handled it, very maturely, and I give them a lot of credit.
I never thought of it like that. Yeah, they literally left the house engaged, then broke up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a little bit of a turn of events.
Well, in other news, Ciara slapping away West's hand was really something in that first episode. How will we see their friendship evolve this season, and are they ever able to loosen up around each other?
Whoa.
Oh my God, thanks. How you doing?
I'll take one. Oh my God, you're hot.
Friendship is an interesting term to use.
Yeah.
Acquaintance?
Not much happens.
I think there are times where Carl and Lindsay had a better vibe in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just in terms of coexisting. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Ciara and West of all was pretty fresh and raw, particularly coming off the heels of the reunion.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that Carl and Lindsay were able to communicate and have conversations, and Wes just gets so tongue-tied and doesn't know how to speak up, so it's hard to reconcile in any way when the other person's not saying much.
Right.
Or just being yeah, okay, sorry, yeah.
I'm sure he probably feels like no matter what he says, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But say something. Say something meaningful, and then don't go back to the press and say that and be well, I wish I said this. Just say it then.
Right.
My God, he'll learn. Love you, West.
Eventually.
Yeah, she's kind of giving him a rough time, but
Well,
ultimately, if we're filming a show, and then when he actually decides to speak up, it's to the New York Times.
My friends defend me. I'm defending my friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you
I was
go.
like, oof.
Yeah,
here we
because the
go.
girls have never given you a hard time. Wes deserves it.
I feel like everyone's giving me a hard time at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah, one point or another.
Exactly. So we only give it to
No,
Wes.
I know. It's he's having his moment.